Welcome to the My Money Questions Answered video for this week. I've been writing and talking a lot about this new two-pot retirement system, and I'm picking up a trend with so many of the people are asking me questions, and there seems to be two issues that are really concerning people, and I wanted to use this video just to kind of clarify that. One is everybody wants to know how much they can access of their pension fund on the 1st of March next year. So we'll deal with that. And the other one that I think is really concerning me is that I've had people saying, should I resign now to have access to my retirement funds because I won't be able to have access to them in the future? And that is a complete and utter fallacy. And I'm very concerned about that kind of information when I hear it going out there, because I'm not sure if people are just misunderstanding it, or if there is actively some financial advisors, maybe those unscrupulous ones, who are perhaps feeding people this kind of information. So very important to understand something called the vested pot. Okay, this is called a two-pot retirement system. There's actually three pots. There's a vested pot, a retirement pot, and a savings pot. The vested pot is the value of your funds up to the 29th of February 2024. So that means everything you have, if you've got a pension fund with 500,000, maybe R1,000,000, and that's what it's worth on the 29th of February 2024, that will be ring-fenced in the vested pot or component. It's also been called a vested component. I call it pot. I like it. I like that word. The vested pot. And that the same rules that apply now will always apply to that pot. So in other words, if in 3 years' time you resigned from your employer and against Maya's advice, you decided to cash in your full pension fund, you could take the full value of that vested pot at that time. You'll be fully taxed on it, but it is and it remains accessible. So it makes absolutely no sense to think that you're not going to have access to that and resign now to have access to those funds. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that message really, really lands. Please don't go and be silly about this. Don't go and risk unemployment, paying tax out of some kind of fear and knee-jerk reaction. Only contributions after the 1st of March will be divided between the savings pot and the retirement pot, where 1/3 goes into the savings pot, which you'll be able to access at any time or once a year, and the retirement pot, which you'll never be able to access until retirement. So please understand the rights that you have currently are retained. And then to get to the point about how much money will I be able to withdraw on the 1st of March 2024, well, I'm assuming here that people mean whilst they're still employed, because obviously if you resign, you'll still be able to access your funds up to the value of from the 29th of February. But on the 1st of March, what is actually happening, and this is quite important to understand, is that you're going to have a savings component and a retirement component or pot. And what they're going to do on the 29th of February, they're going to take 10% of the value of your fund up to a maximum of 25,000 Rand, and they will transfer that automatically into your savings pot. So what that means is, say you have 100,000 Rand, 10% is 10,000 Rand. That will be in your savings pot on the 1st of March 2024, and you can make a withdrawal from there. I don't know, unless you only do that, please, if you really, really need the money. It's best to leave the money, but it is available. If you've got R1,000,000 Rand in your pension fund as of the 29th of February, only 25,000, that's the maximum, will be transferred to your savings pot. It's obviously up to you whether you just leave it there to grow for retirement or you make withdrawal. Please, if you have any other questions about the two-pot retirement system, please post the questions here. I really want to use this as a platform to make sure that people are educated correctly.